Do you feel joint pain that won't go away? Locked knees, sore shoulders, heavy back? Like your body is crying out for help every single day? If you've already spent money on expensive creams and medications that only mask the problem, pay close attention to this. Today I'm going to show you a 100% natural homemade formula, used only externally, that can relieve muscle and joint pain quickly, safely, and surprisingly. It's a simple combination: castor oil and baking soda, applied directly to the skin, and many say it works better than several traditional treatments. Stick with me until the end, because I'll explain exactly how to use it, where to apply it, and why this mixture activates the deep relief your body needs, especially if you're over 50 and want to move pain-free again. And if you're not subscribed yet, go ahead and subscribe to the channel and leave a like. That way you help this video reach more people who are also looking for relief. Have you noticed how pain sets in gradually? At first, a light discomfort when getting out of bed. Then stiffness in your knees that delays your first step. And suddenly, that sharp pain appears without warning, in the middle of a walk or when you're climbing a single step. It's as if your body were rusting from the inside, and you had no control over it anymore. And the most painful part is when people around you say, "It's just age, totally normal." But it's not normal. It's not normal to feel pain just to live. It's not normal to rely on medication just to sleep. What happens is that over time we start adapting to pain. We bend forward, walk slower, stop doing what we love. You stop squatting, stop carrying grocery bags, stop playing with your grandkids, and you don't even notice you're losing your freedom, piece by piece. But what if I told you your body can still recover? That behind that pain, there's an inflammatory process that can be reversed, with a touch, with some care, with something that costs less than a cup of coffee. Yes, there is a way to relieve that pain that's been silently tagging along, and it's not a miracle promise. Here's something simple, powerful, and natural, and you're about to learn it step by step. Have you ever taken a painkiller and thought, "It worked, but just for a few hours"? That's the silent trap of conventional treatments. They ease the pain, but don't fix it. The truth is, most pain medications only block your body's signals for a while, like turning down the volume on a fire alarm, without putting out the fire. You feel better for a while, but the inflammation is still there. And over time, your body starts demanding higher doses. More pills, more side effects, more dependency. And the cost? High, both in your wallet and in your health. Many people don't realize that when used frequently, these medications can damage the liver, stomach, and kidneys. In other words, what brings relief today might charge a price tomorrow. That's why more and more people are turning their attention to natural solutions, methods that work with the body, not against it. And the formula you're about to learn, made with simple, natural ingredients and applied directly to the skin, doesn't just mask the symptom, it acts at the root of the problem. And the best part, it doesn't harm your body. Now, we can finally talk about real relief. It's time to reveal the mixture that's been surprising people suffering from joint pain. A combination so simple, it almost seems unlikely. But once you understand what it does inside your body, it all makes sense. We're talking about castor oil and baking soda, that's it. But don't be fooled by the simplicity. It's precisely this combination that makes the magic happen. Castor oil has been known for centuries for its anti-inflammatory and analgesic properties. It can penetrate deeply into the skin and muscle tissue, activating circulation and helping flush out toxins from inflamed areas. It works like a local detox agent, natural, gentle, yet highly effective. Baking soda works in a complementary way. It's a pH regulator, which means it helps neutralize the acidity that fuels chronic inflammation. It also has a calming effect, is antimicrobial, and provides light exfoliation that enhances the oil's absorption. Together, they create a synergistic effect, far beyond a simple topical application. It's a deep stimulus for regeneration, with no harsh chemicals, no mystery ingredients, no complicated side effects. You don't need to understand chemistry to feel the results. Just apply it and let this formula awaken your body's natural intelligence. In the next few minutes, I'll show you exactly how to do it the right way. Now that you already know the benefits of castor oil and baking soda, it's time to get your hands dirty, literally. The good news is that this recipe is as simple as it is powerful, and you can do it yourself, right in the comfort of your home in less than 2 minutes. Ingredients: 1 tablespoon of castor oil, preferably cold-pressed 100% pure, 1 teaspoon of baking soda, culinary or medicinal use only, never cleaning grade. In a small glass or ceramic bowl, add the castor oil and gradually mix in the baking soda. Use a wooden or silicone spoon. Avoid metal, which can alter the mixture's composition. Stir gently until it forms a smooth, creamy, slightly thick paste. The ideal texture is one that spreads easily on the skin without dripping. If it's too thick, add a little more oil. If it's too runny, add a bit more baking soda. Adjust until you get the right consistency. Extra tip: to enhance the effect, gently warm the oil before mixing. You can do this by placing it in a container and heating it in a water bath for a few seconds. But be careful, it should be warm, never hot. Gentle heat helps the oil penetrate more deeply into inflamed tissues. This mixture should be prepared fresh at the time of use. No need to refrigerate it. Always make small batches to maintain the potency of the natural ingredients. Now that your mixture is ready, I'll show you how to apply it, where to use it, and how long to leave it on to make the effect not just quick, but truly deep. With the mixture ready, it's time to apply it. And this is where many people make small mistakes that reduce the treatment's effectiveness. So pay close attention. The way you use this recipe can make all the difference in the final result. You should apply the paste directly to the skin, always on the areas where you feel pain, stiffness, or discomfort. Common areas include knees. They bear your body weight and are often affected by osteoarthritis. Shoulders and neck, where we accumulate tension without noticing. Wrists and fingers, especially in those with arthritis. Ankles, lower back, or even the hip region, all can benefit. With clean, dry skin, spread a generous layer of the mixture and massage in circular, slow, and firm motions. After that, you can cover the area with a cotton cloth or gauze to keep the mixture in place. To enhance the effect even more, place a warm towel over the area or use a low to medium temperature heating pad. The gentle heat helps the oil sink deeper and relaxes the muscles around the inflamed joint. Let it sit for 20 to 30 minutes. During that time, try to rest, preferably lying down or keeping the area relaxed. The ideal frequency is 3 to 4 times per week, but if the pain is intense, you can apply it daily, as long as your skin doesn't show a negative reaction. And never forget, this formula is for external use only. Always do a patch test on a small area before applying it to larger regions. One of the most common questions I get is, how soon will I feel relief? The answer is, it depends. But what matters most is knowing that the body always responds when treated with respect and consistency. After the first few applications, many people report a sense of lightness, like the area is deflating from the inside. Some describe a gentle wave of warmth or a pleasant tingling sensation, showing that circulation in the area is being reactivated. This warmth isn't harsh or uncomfortable. In fact, it's one of the clearest signs that the inflammation is starting to ease and the body is responding to the treatment. You may notice the pain gradually lessens and your movements become a bit freer. That feeling of waking up with locked knees, a stiff lower back, heavy shoulders, it starts to soften. Some feel a difference after the first or second application. Others, especially those with older or chronic inflammatory conditions, might need a few days or even a week to notice clearer changes. And that's okay, because unlike traditional medications, this mixture isn't trying to silence the symptom. It's working at the root of the pain, rebalancing the affected area, calming the inflammation, and allowing the body to self-regulate. And that's the biggest difference with this recipe. It works with your body, not against it. That's why it's important to stay consistent. Use it regularly as a care routine, a simple ritual that can become a moment of connection with your own body. The more you respect the process, the more your body responds. No harshness, no side effects, no rush. And the most beautiful part is that many people go back to doing things they had given up on, walking in the park, climbing stairs, playing with their grandkids, sleeping through the night without waking up in pain. In the next section, you'll hear some of their stories. Real accounts from people just like you who found relief where they least expected it, in a simple formula that fits in the palm of your hand. You already know this mixture is simple, but what you may not know yet is just how transformative it can be. Lucia, 68, from Belo Horizonte, had been living with knee pain for over 10 years. She had done physical therapy, taken anti-inflammatories, and tried 3 different kinds of creams. Nothing worked for very long. She says that after a week of applying this mixture every night, she started getting out of bed more easily. Now I'm walking in the morning again, something I hadn't done in months. Alberto, 73, from a small town in São Paulo state, had constant pain in his shoulders and lower back. He used to say, "I didn't even remember what it was like to sleep through the night without waking up in pain." After 10 days of daily applications, the stiffness eased so much that he could put on his shirt without his wife's help. By the way, she was the one who found the recipe and insisted he try it. Then there's Janet, 60, who suffered from pain in her fingers due to arthritis. She said that within 3 days of use, the burning sensation subsided and the swelling in her fingers went down. These are just a few examples. They might seem small to someone who's never lived with constant pain, but for those who deal with it every day, any relief is a win. You might be wondering, but why does this mixture work so well? The answer lies in how each ingredient interacts with your body, especially when they're combined. Castor oil contains a compound called ricinoleic acid, which has well-documented anti-inflammatory and pain-relieving properties. When applied to the skin, it penetrates deep into the layers, boosting local blood flow and reducing inflammation in joints and muscles. It also helps hydrate tissues and relax tense muscles around the affected areas, which by itself already brings significant relief. Baking soda acts as a pH regulator, helping to neutralize the acidity that fuels inflammation. It also has mild antimicrobial and exfoliating effects, which help the skin absorb the oil more effectively. When used together, these two ingredients don't just relieve symptoms, they create an environment where the body can self-regulate. In other words, it's a combination that supports the body's natural healing processes without introducing toxins. It's not magic, it's simple science. It's nature's power activated with intention. And when you understand that, you start to see that relief might be much closer than it seemed. Before you begin using this mixture consistently, it's important to observe a few simple precautions, things that make all the difference in the safety and effectiveness of the process. First, this formula is for external use only. It should never be ingested. Even though the ingredients are natural, the combination is not intended for internal use and could cause discomfort if misused. Second, before applying it to a larger area of the body, do a patch test. Apply a small amount to the inside of your arm and wait 30 minutes. If there's no itching, redness, or irritation, you can proceed safely. Third, do not apply over open wounds, cuts, active dermatitis, or damaged skin. Remember, no matter how natural something is, every self-care practice must be done mindfully. Listening to your body is the first step toward any kind of real relief. Now that you know how to use it safely, let's talk about how to turn this practice into a regular part of your routine, and why that might be more powerful than any temporary treatment. More than just a quick fix for pain, this mixture can become a self-care ritual, a moment just for you, where you reconnect with your body and your well-being. You can choose a fixed time of day to apply it, first thing in the morning, before bed, or after a shower. What matters most is creating a routine that works for you. Remember, the body loves consistency. It responds more strongly when it senses repeated, gentle, respectful care. And don't think of this practice as just putting on a cream. See it as an act of attention, of presence. As you apply it, take deep breaths, relax the area, and imagine the pain slowly leaving your body. This kind of mental focus, combined with touch, amplifies the physical effects. Over time, this stops being just pain relief and becomes a gesture of self-love. Your body needs relief, yes, but more than anything, it needs you. As time goes on, many people start to believe that pain is just a natural part of aging. But what if that's not true? What if what they called normal is actually just a lack of the right care at the right time? You're not here by accident. If this video made its way to you, it's because your body is asking for a break, a breath, relief. Maybe you've already given up on a few things. Walking in the park, carrying bags, dancing with someone you love. But today, something inside you wants to come back. And this simple mixture you've learned, made from things you already have at home, could be the start of something bigger. Because each application is more than a physical action. It's a silent message. I still believe in my body. I still choose to take care of myself. And the more you believe, the more your body believes with you. So stay with me until the end. Because the next step might be what completes this new cycle of relief, strength, and renewal. If this message touched something in you, even quietly, it's because you're ready. Ready to change how you care for your body. Ready to move beyond pain, beyond waiting, beyond maybe someday, and to choose a path of lightness, consistency, and presence. The mixture you learned today is just the beginning. In the next videos, I'll show you more natural, practical, and powerful formulas that have helped thousands of people live with more independence, less pain, and more joy in life. So subscribe to the channel now. It's free, but it could be the next step in your transformation. Turn on notifications to get the upcoming content, and if you'd like to tell me in the comments which part of your body needs relief most, I'll read it. Maybe the next video will be made with you in mind. Oh, and if you're going to try this recipe, write down below, I choose to care for my body with what is simple, natural, and true, because sometimes all we really need is to take that first step.